NXT premiered on the USA Network last night. The first hour of NXT's 2-hour show aired on the USA Network, while the second hour was presented on the WWE Network. Here's what took place on the show. Candice LeRae pinned Mia Yim in a fatal 4-way match to kick off NXT on the USA Network this week. Io Shirai and Bianca Belair were the other two involved in the match. The win earned LeRae a shot at NXT Women's Champion Shayna Bazsler, and that match will take place on the October 2nd episode, the first show to air both hours on the USA Network, and also the first show to go head-to-head with AEW on TNT. Bazsler, Jessamyn Duke, and Marina Shafir came out after the match, and the champion and challenger stared each other down to end the segment. In the second match on NXT last night, Sean Maluda charged at Cameron Grimes as soon as the bell rang. He promptly took a double foot stomp and was pinned quick by Grimes as a result, however. The former Trevor Lee made it to the finals of the NXT Breakout Tournament recently, losing to Jordan Miles. Roderick Strong completed the Undisputed Era's prophecy of holding all the titles in NXT as he defeated Velveteen Dream for the NXT North American Championship last night. The match headlined the portion of the show which aired on the USA Network, and the finish of the match was not without controversy, however, as the other members of the Undisputed Era got involved. NXT champion Adam Cole delivered a super kick to Velveteen Dream, allowing Strong to hit his finish for the second time in the match and get the victory. Pete Dunne defeated Arturo Huas in the first match to air on the WWE Network last night. Dunne locked his opponent in a triangle hold and then forced the submission by modifying his finger-snapping spot into a submission hold. In the next match, Xia Li defeated Aliyah in a match which should help her rise up the rankings in NXT's women's division. Li picked up the victory after delivering a tornado kick to her opponent. The next match was supposed to be between Kishida and Denzel Desjardins, but after Denzel entered the ring, he was jumped by members of Imperium. After Alexander Wolf, Fabian Eichner, and Marcel Barthel delivered a beating, United Kingdom champion Walter walked to the ring and began to cut a promo. Walter was interrupted by Kishida, however, who informed Imperium that they were taking up his time. Kishida then got into the ring to confront all 4 members of the group and eventually found himself alone in the ring with Walter before having to hightail it to the back. It looks as though we're going to get Walter versus Kishida sometime in the near future on NXT programming. Next up, we had a number 1 contendership match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Previously, Triple H had mentioned that we'll see more of the 205 Live roster underneath the NXT umbrella, and he didn't waste any time booking a Cruiserweight match on this show. Lio Rush returned to WWE and NXT, defeating Oney Lorcan and earning himself a future shot at Drew Gulak's Cruiserweight Championship. The final match of the evening was a scheduled street fight between Matt Riddle and Killian Dane. The match spilled to the backstage area and kickstarted brawls involving Imperium, the Forgotten Sons, Pete Dunne, Danny Burch, and many others. The brawl involving Riddle, Killian Dane, and those they collected along the way then entered back into the ring area and eventually resulted in a no contest. It has since been announced that Riddle and Killian Dane will face each other again next week, with the winner earning a shot at Adam Cole's NXT Championship. I'm Ian Carey reporting for SEScoops. Head on over to SEScoops.com for more coverage.